I decided to go that way because, I know it sounds ridiculous, I felt a bit sorry for him because he was so upset. I just thought, you know what, I'll give him a chance.
You signed this.
I did.
£2,000 for the sale of a Mini Cooper, who I sold to somebody without your consent, and kept the sum of £2,000 for my own use. I agreed to do the first payment of £100 in May, 13th of May, and thereafter I promise to pay every Friday an amount of the balance. Now, that's an agreement of which you have signed.
Yes.
I want to be very clear.
Okay.
Dave honoured that agreement.
He did.
Correct? Mm-hmm. In fact, how much did he pay in total?
800.
He did pay £800.
I did,
Yes.
Dave, I now turn to your counterclaim. There is, according to Ali's claim, £1,200 outstanding.
Yes.
There are two parts to your reply. The first one we've touched upon, which is that you did work on her car to the tune of £878.24, correct?
Correct.
You have no documents in respect of that because they're somewhere in the deep, dark depths of her pub.
No, I know exactly where they are.
How much of the £322.20 of the labour that you did would you take off of that bill?
What do you mean, would I take off? I'd take nothing off of it.
Understood.
If you was taking the car to a garage, you'd pay £65 per hour for the car to be repaired.
Understood. Now, in addition to that, you've got a counterclaim.
I have, yes.
Because the first amount of £878.24, you say I should take off the £1,200.
Yes.
But as far as you're concerned, you have paid back what the car would, on or around, be worth in any event.
Yes.
And so you shouldn't have to pay any more. And you also have a counterclaim.
I do.
The counterclaim is for what exactly?
It's for an insurance claim that Ali made.
What insurance claim?
An insurance claim for the pub got beaten up, 12 windows and doors. I repaired these windows and doors at the Christmas period when we first got together. I repaired these windows and doors and we made an invoice, which is in the same book as the invoice for that.
How much would you say your work is worth for doing all of that work?
Millions, because I'm skilled.
Oh, God.
Just be...
No, I was just being funny then. But you've got the amount in front of you.
Is it £2,830?
Yes.
What? Really?
That was the claim that she put in
Just
to
pause.
the insurance company.
I didn't put any...
Trust me.
Sorry.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
I can do exasperated without your help.
Okay.
Do you remember a skilled mechanic over there coming
Yes.
into your pub and doing all of this work for £2,830?
He did put the windows in, and he did board them up.
Boom.
That's up.
Excuse me, what?
No.
What did you say? Boom.
Yeah, because there it is. First time she's ever admitted to that.
But boom?
What is such a page for it?
Boom. Boom?
Yeah.
Where's your receipts?
Sorry?
Where are your receipts? You don't have them here.
She has the invoice.
That's no good for a legal case, is it?
She has the invoice.
The answer is no, correct?
She took that.
The answer is no, correct?
I don't have an invoice, no.
You don't have an invoice?
Because I give it to Alison.
The answer is you don't have an invoice. Judge Rinder, I don't have an invoice.
Judge Rinder, I don't have an invoice.
Boom! Did you agree to pay him for this work?
Yes, I did. I paid him 200.
Did you give him that £200?
Yes, I did.
Do you have any agreement of contract or anything else in writing for the work you did?
No.
Thank you very much. She says she gave you £200. Did you receive the £200?
No.
You didn't get that
£200. Liar.
I could come to that conclusion without your help, Rado.
Sorry. Yeah.
But by all means, repeat it.
Liar.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Ali, you asked Dave to sell a car on your behalf.
That's correct.
Dave knows a lot more about vehicles than you. He acted as your agent. He promised honestly to take your vehicle and sell it for value, roughly £2,000, and give you the money. Instead of doing that, he kept the money for himself. Once he was confronted about that, he said, well, OK, I will pay the money back to you. I'm entirely satisfied he took that money dishonestly. That's why he signed this agreement. He, therefore, is liable for everything left on this agreement, which is £1,200. This court has no difficulty whatsoever coming to the conclusion that you are entitled to that sum. In reply, Dave said, I should take into consideration the £878.24 that he spent personally in respect of his own labour and other parts that he paid for in respect of that car. He has no evidence of this, and without evidence, the reality is I can't come to a conclusion. Safe to say, I find it very unlikely that he did that amount of work. I'm also troubled that he says he spent £322.20 on labour, bearing in mind at the time the two of you were in a relationship. Very odd to me indeed. Whether that's odd to me or not, it's irrelevant. I couldn't, in any event, take that off the total sum. So this court does award you £1,200, which is what's left on that agreement. I now turn to your counterclaim, Dave. You say you're entitled to money for work that you did in Ali's pub. Now, I suspect that you did do some work in Ali's pub. The problem is that even if there are invoices somewhere, there is no contract for work, no invoice for your labour certainly, or anything of the sort, which would prove to me in any way, shape or form that you are entitled to that sum. The reality is that sometimes that's what boyfriends do for girlfriends. And if you wanted it to be a commercial dispute, if you wanted to be able to enforce the debt against her in due course, this goes for you or anybody else, you have to have it on paper. Otherwise, the court, just as it does in this case, has to dismiss your counterclaim. Click here for more exclusive YouTube videos. And don't be a moron, subscribe and keep up to date with all the best courtroom action. Jazz hands, Michelle?